just going to do is talk about a little brief about Hurricane Gilbert. If you're in Jamaica at that time, I was in Jamaica. Probably you might hear it on the news, probably you might read it on the internet, or you might hear someone talk about it. But to get the real touch of Hurricane Gilbert, I remember that day, I remember that time, and I remember what was going on at that moment. Even right now in my brain, I still remember. But what I want to simply say to you about Hurricane Gilbert. Hurricane Gilbert, there's a lot of people go through a rough time and a difficult time. A lot of people didn't have food, a lot of people didn't have stuff, a lot of people don't have to eat. Probably they not even have to eat. Cause I remember my grandmother and my mother and my mom and my dad, you know, they make me that drink, and it keeps still in my brain same way. When they have a drink named sugar and water in Jamaica. But we grew up now and we learn a lot now that sugar and water is not really healthy for you, because it's just sugar and water. But some people call it lemonade drink. I'm going to give you a little bit of the history of the lemonade drink, how you make it. Nowadays things have changed. People been using blender, people been using this, people been using that. Even myself, I do a little twist on it also sometimes when I'm even making it. But Hurricane Gilbert, that time, that day, there's a lot of things that was going on at that moment, which I didn't even make chicken back and all those things. You got turned cornmeal, you got sugar and water, you got so many things. You got sardine, they call it flush out, they call it all kind of name. What I want to ask you, who gonna watch my video, if you know anything about Hurricane Gilbert, please write it in the description box that someone else can learn about Hurricane Gilbert. Well, I'm gonna make you a natural little drink about Hurricane Gilbert. We're gonna make you the lemonade drink. What happened in Hurricane Gilbert? So if you remember about Hurricane Gilbert, can you just write a little brief description about what happened if you were in Jamaica at that time? Just write a little description about Hurricane Gilbert inside of the description box that someone else can learn also. We're gonna do this program for roughly 3 to 4 weeks straight. We're gonna have different videos coming up. So every time when I talk about Hurricane Gilbert, just write a little description what happened in Gilbert. That time, that day, what you eat, what were going through your mind, what happened to you. I remember there's a lot of stuff. Tree blow down, the house top blows off. There's so many things happen. But we want to say thank God we are here today and we can share it with someone who never get the experience of a storm and never get the experience of having flooding, your house top blowed off. And so I'm just sharing the idea today. Hopefully guys, you will learn something from it, and hopefully you will see what I'm talking about when someone write in the description box. So Hurricane Gilbert is all about what happened in Jamaica and what happened before and now. So I know you might learn something new, so please share it in the description box. Thank you very much for watching Chef Ricardo cooking program, and today we're gonna just do a brief. Here is all of my ingredients right here which we're gonna use to make that drink. We have water, and you know, we don't have a lemon, a lime, and also we don't have a glass, sugar, ice and strainer. But this is what we have. But in Gilbert those, I don't think we don't even have ice, because storm is blowing, you don't know what to do. Probably have to run and get little water. Probably have water inside, because you know they wouldn't have a time. They would say we need to have water, we need to have this at home. And so right here, see, we have sugar, and we're using the brown sugar. And right, what we're gonna simply do, we're gonna cut this into half, because this is what happening in Gilbert. But nowadays, you know, things change, and you know, with this one we even have not even seeds. So we just squeeze it in just like this. As you can see, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add roughly a cup and a half worth of water right inside of this. We're gonna use this one. We're gonna use this container because this one a little bit much more better. So we're gonna use this one just to give you the idea what is happening in Gilbert. But you know, we're not gonna even use such a glass like this. Probably they get like a cup or a plastic cup or something just to get, because remember, you know, storm is coming and we need to get some juice. We're gonna eat our dinner, and we have like say 2 hours before the storm start to blow, or you know, in between probably the storm is blowing. So this is how we normally do. Nowadays people been using blender, even myself I use blender, and put in sugar and with a sweeten it like this. And then what you normally do, simply you normally taste it as it goes along. This will take a little bit more sugar. So you don't normally sweeten it as it goes along and taste it. So let's give this a little taste again. So this is ready. So this is what normally happen in the day of Gilbert. You know, your mom would have there mixing a little drink like this, using a spoon, and then you'd have call Tom, Chris, you need to come for dinner now. That's what would happen. So we're gonna have ice, probably gonna put it in the fridge for chilling before current gone or before something happen. But now I'm just gonna put a piece of ice in the glass and have it like this. But it's just an idea what would happen those days when Gilbert come. You know, your mom will be in the kitchen mixing up some juice, cooking up some food, and then after food cooked, then Chris, Tom, Jerry, you need to come for dinner now. Dinner ready? Come guys, come. That's what would happen. So if you have any idea what happening in Gilbert, please write it in the description box. And as I said, we have a lot more stuff coming out, guys, what happening in Gilbert. Because a lot of people forget about Gilbert, forget about where we're coming from. Even we have a next some idea of stuff, where you're coming from and your background and all those things. So this is about Gilbert at the moment, and also we're gonna come with some more stuff about Gilbert. Hopefully you guys will like the idea of what I'm doing at the moment, and I want you to write your experience if you were in Jamaica that time when Gilbert blow, to write it in the description box that someone else can learn. So there's a lot of people don't have even have the experience of when your all stop blowed off, of when current gone. So let's share it. Let's share it to the world. And you know, so this is it right here. Mom just made this, so we're gonna have dinner now. Lovely, nice. We don't have a strainer. If you have seeds to strain off inside of it, we don't have a strainer. But today we don't have any strainer. We're just gonna have it natural like that. So hopefully you guys will learn something new, and please visit my website chefricardo.co.uk. We're gonna have some idea about Hurricane Storm, Hurricane Gilbert in Jamaica. So hopefully you guys will learn something new and enjoy the drink idea recipe today from Chef Ricardo. Thank you very much for watching Chef Ricardo cooking program. Bye.